So, you know, staying in the back with the Shaker, with the Bane, if the TA and the Bat are pretty, would make the game for Hokori hard.
You know what's a bit surprising about this draft? There's no Undying. This is the second game. I'm double checking this fact so I don't speak something complete gibberish here. I want to take a quick look.
No one will fact check you. Just say what you want. But yeah, very, very weird that we don't see an Undying banned or picked in this game. I guess Hokori, it was their time to pick the Undying, but they decided to go for the Abaddon for apparent reasons. Batrider and the ones that come to mind first.
So yeah, out of all the games that I've played in the tournament, Marcy and Undying have missed one game so far. This might be the second game where the Undying does not make. Marcy will continue to keep that 98% contest rate, but Undying might just slip through, completely forgotten.
What do SMG want to ban? I'd say Veno is a bigger problem. Viper is going to be an issue for you in the lane, but later on, not that much. It's just too static. They'll get rid of the Beast Mask. Yeah, Hokori are missing a little bit in the push department, I guess.
Yeah, that's good. SMG draft-wise, in the last phase, they have banned Morphling Faces, Void, Bloodseeker, Slark, so Morphling already through. They kind of had to shift things up a bit. And here goes the Venomancer you were talking about, Viper or Veno. Picked. Veno
is better.
Veno is better. They're the same, I agree.
He can allow you to push towers a little bit. He does allow you to control an area without actually committing your heroes. And he's still just as annoying to the TA in the laning phase as a Viper would be. A little bit easier to kill, though. You know, with the Abaddon on your side, you're getting the ulti off every single time.
This SMG will pick it. Necrobat. Got the T, got the bats.
I like something that is able to reposition the enemy. I think Mars comes to mind as a decent one. Or very good vision. Night Stalker again would well.
Vector's something I was thinking about.
Choose your hero.
Go for the Terrorblade for MKS in the end, and he has one game on it. And SMG lost to Fnatic in game 2 with the Terrorblade, so wonder if the result's going to be a little bit different this time. SMG, can they complete the reverse sweep in this series against Hokori? What do you think draft-wise?
There's a lot of greed on SMG. Veno wins the lane against the Terrorblade. There is this time when you have the meta where you can actually kill the Veno, but I think if Vitali recognizes those situations, wins the lane, I think the map will become too small for SMG. You have the Shaker who needs farm, Batrider, TA, Terrorblade, not much to gank with the Bane, so Hokori can even spread out around the map. I have to say I'm afraid for SMG, so leaning Hokori here.
I would like to say Hokori, seeing what SMG did in game number 2, seeing a bit different cores on their side, Moon with his aggression play on this Templar Assassin. If he can hit a good power spike timing, the TB sits in nicely. But it is a lot of work for SMG to get both of these heroes online in this game. Like, usually you cover for the other, but can you protect 2 versus Hokori's lineup? So, as much as I want to say SMG, I also feel like Hokori might have the stronger edge in this draft in terms of how the execution kicks in sub 20 minutes. But again, it comes down to lanes. We've seen upsets already. Lanes have gone completely differently than how we've thought that they go. Players have been making workarounds. And that's, I think, is the most important part of this game of Dota, is being adaptable. Not the Bear Grylls quote, but in this case, being able to find your own way and utilize it to the best of your extent.
I think this top lane is going to be the main one to look at. If you can bully the Veno, it's going to be a big thing. And I actually wouldn't mind Even Afu starting on the top lane. Maybe mid one going for some... Okay, mid one didn't start off with Firefly, so there's no way starting on the top lane. He is gonna have to be there on bot.
Right, they're already lining up the boots as well.
30 seconds to battle.
Looking for a lane swap here because Morphling is going top right now. Maybe.
They're maybe expecting some tri-lane or something along those lines. Though usually lane swaps don't work if a support is something that counters them, right? Because Gardic doesn't mind running around. He doesn't care about it. So I think that there's no reason for Hokori to be afraid of this.
The battle begins.
Fisher for Afu, so they should be able to get this one. Eyes of Gardic. Bounty's 2 for 2. Oliver on the other side. Basically on the side of SMG's map, but MKS is keeping a distance. Like, don't toss me on this cliff, please. I don't want to spend a TP on that.
Takes a fool's life.
That is the correct quote to use for this exact moment.
Yeah, MKS is no fool.
Pieces of wisdom.
For sure. So even if they're from demons, these guys know what they're talking about.
Hey, demons are cunning. They're really cunning. They know your every move.
Yeah, but they're not nice. So usually you don't want to take advice from them, but in this situation you can.
All of a sudden in trouble. But the toss Metamorph is coming in as well. They're going to do a lot of damage on the Marcy. KS, they will poke him away, and this is going to cost a lot for Theolica for the time being, but at least as long as that Metamorph is up, keep a bit of a distance here, and after that start poking, that's going to change things. Paulison, very deep Gale on 2, and the chance arises for Hokori to look for a first blood. Paulison is low. MKS is potentially... No, he doesn't actually need to deny him here. He will live. Taking it out there. Look at the top part of the map. Like, look at the HP bars. Every Hokori hero is either half HP or less.
They're definitely being bruised up quite a lot. Yeah. But overall, I think you're happy if you're Hokori on what happened on the top lane right now. Okay, not anymore.
Get achieved here, mid one. Away from Gardic. Gardic has taken a lot of stacks here. Lumiere decides to die to the tower.
I'm gonna assume that
their range creep just killed a 1 HP Morphling. Okay, well, I mean, nobody hit him, so I guess it's a smart move, you know. I don't know. Morphling should be okay with stuff like that, but still, a death is still a death, and he's gone for quite some time. There was no creeps under the tower except for that one. Theolica, though, 11 HP, able to walk away. And no, keep some pressure onto Paulison. Are we still going to get first blood? He is running around the tree, looking for the denial. Paulison, oh, he does get it out in the end. Man, that was a close call. Vitaly was looking around for it. Oh boy. This is a very, very different start to the game. Already 2 players dead. No first blood. MKS in trouble. Theolica doesn't have the toss available. No dispose for her today.
you don't get the kill. You don't give the kill, but you're not there for 25 seconds to assist your core. Still, the idea from Hokori was to keep MKS low. If he's low, then they can't go on the aggressive with the next meta. But under the tower and with the Tango, the Terrorblade will get back up fairly soon.
Yep, and Metamorph is going to be off cooldown in 3 seconds. So, again, the threat factor has been added. Get too close to them unless they connect the Gale, which is exactly what Hokori wants. Force the Metamorph into the Gale, keep distance. TB, who is a very squishy carry, absolutely hates magical damage. So the more points Veno starts to pick up in Poison Sting and onto Gale, maybe depending on how much presence this TB wants to have in the lane, could just leave his Serpent Wards or Plague Wards at low levels. The Gale connection again. There we go with the Metamorph. This time they get a decent amount of damage, but the toss MKS is about to fall, and Theolica with the first blood onto the TB. Metamorph burnt, and the distance is acquired as Vitaly is there, as Theolica will go for the play. Vitaly gets the kill before Bane falls, so he even gets the XP for it.
Yep, Bane doesn't get the experience. A bit of a bummer there. This is not good for SMG, mainly because they use the metamorphosis. So now they have absolutely no chance of fighting that lane. There is no way that you're gonna be able to do anything about it. At least good things for SMG. As expected, the TA is winning the lane against the puck, though. I have to say Moon has won all three of the mid lanes against Analog in this series so far.
Yep. 4 recorded kills this game, but we have 5 in total.
6.
6 even.
Yeah.
5 or 6. 5. I remember it was 5.
Yeah, you're right.
You have predicted the next kill. Who's the next one to die? Because you said 6.
Dire's bottom tower.
Say
MKS.
EB.
Nope. Might be correct with that one. But Nightmare. Taking low. A lot of stacks on him. Various poison sting targets. And now the urn as well. Can Marcy take a grab here? Onto the Bane, 1 more second, and there we go. The tally Gale is up in 1 second. Another urn. They're gonna commit fully to this. Paulison wanted a kill in return, but won't be able to get it. Stick charge is used, and Paulison will die despite the Nightmare. It's a nifty, nice little play, but he does not get the attack animation out on time. And that is 2 kills for Hokori again from the top lane.
And Terrorblade is losing creeps as well. This is what I was afraid of. This guy's gonna have to bail from the top lane fairly soon, and both him and the TA will need a lot of farm. It's good that Moon is having such a good game, but he's most definitely gonna be needing to go for that early Blink Dagger just to fight, because this Terrorblade is not gonna be able to do so.
It1 trying to play aggressively, farming up very nicely. Good pace currently on him as he's basically cutting waves and trying to connect it into the jungle for some extra last hits. And as you can see, him and TA, both Moon, are doing pretty good right now.
The wages of fear.
Puck with 26, TA with 36.
They are trying to go for Analog here. They would need to wait for him to use the orb.
Orb is a must-have in this case. Chance on this one. Meanwhile, Theoliker is setting up with Vitali onto MKS again. Maybe Paulison. Either one will do. There's the sleep taken away. Much for him here, and there's the chase. Marcy wants to dive under the tower, at least momentarily has a lapse.
Mid one coiled.
Batrider kill looks like a certainty, but there is Afu. Gets something done. At least a bit of distancing, if that's something. The Hellbear wants a piece of that action as well. There's a big stack being farmed by mid one. At the same time, they were going to take down Paulison. MKS looking for the Oracle in the tree line. Meanwhile, Analog is being pressured as Moon is showing up as well. The orb will be thrown in, and he will dodge the fissure, but into the arms of Moon he goes, into the trap, and that's going to be a kill. And they are looking for that TB kill, but he has already teleported back home.
Yeah, while that fight was happening and they were trying to kill the Terrorblade, he barely got the TP off. The Marcy was running away, and he started TPing when they didn't have vision. So Theoliker, once he understood what was going on, he just couldn't get there in time, though it was half a second too late there. Still, SMG, I think they're gonna be okay with that one. Puck dying and mid one surviving. They're gonna be quite happy with what transpired around the map currently.
It's the Gale, but they're still gonna try onto the Bane. They've got the urn to tick once again. Theoliker is in big trouble. Tower is gonna finish him off, and he's dead. Vitali, can he clear out this kill? He's got no more urn charges. He needs this kill to get more for himself. Paulson's stuck at the tree line. He's got Brimstep available. This is gonna be a real man fight to the end. Which one's gonna win this one? It looks like Vitali is gonna take it in the end with the wards, and he's actually blocked himself. You're gonna TP when Afu God is here.
He's under attack.
Oh, yeah, actually fighting back on the Earthshaker. He's like, I want this kill, but I might actually die myself. That's a lot of damage taking onto the Shaker. He's gonna have to walk away. Is he? He looks like he's fine. The Poison Sting's not doing enough damage. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, they got a bit of a push going on. Gardic wants to teleport away straight to the bot lane to save Lumiere.
Blessings.
Vitali gets the tower and gets out alive. Yeah, I thought he was done for there, but Team SMG just didn't want to commit much. I have to say the Sveno is a big kill.
Coil on TV. ED rune for the puck as well. There's the stuff. Do they get the dispose? No, they can't. He's on the wrong side of the tree line, and a fissure blocks him as well. So they cannot break the coil on MKS, and it ruins their plan to kill him. Afu.
Dire's courier has been
Courier.
killed. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay, this is just disrespecting the enemy, so now you have to die because of this.
This is a scary look. You know, this is not from a TV show where he's trying to run away from
Fight them.
Radiant's middle
hunters.
tower
Just
is
fight
under
them.
attack.
He did get some rotations, but it's a mid one taking a kill. He'll be happy with this one. So let's look at net worth. EV is last. MKS is struggling like in game one with the pace is void to get a game running. But Terrorblade is still a very good farming machine. And denied games. Oh,
Dire's bottom
lane.
tower has
would have
fallen.
actually gotten it there for a moment. But Benno in trouble. Mid one finding another for himself. And that's a streak as well.
I just got a heart attack when you said MKS is
Dire's
last.
middle
Let's see, the
tower
net worth
is under
MKS is
attack.
last, and I'm like, no way. Like, what the hell? Okay, he's last in terms of course, and you need to be more specific here. Would have been pretty bad if he was really last in terms of net worth. Still, it is a Terrorblade.
be a
They're
whole
gonna give the jungle to him, considering that Moon had such a great laning phase. He gets the blink dagger, so now still it's very important for SMG to open up the map. So for that they need to fight. The thing is, Hokori, they get themselves together as 5, and SMG, they can do nothing about it.
Dire's middle
Full on
tower is
5-man
under attack.
rotation, 10 minutes in to take this mid
Dire's
tower.
structures are fortified.
SMG is just going to have to be on the sidelines. They found Paulison as well. So Analog with very aggressive moves here. Nightmare comes kicking in. Going to be taken away.
Dire's middle tower.
Paulison to his death. His courier gets to live, but his life is not intact. And on to Moon. Moon has his blink dagger, so he's safe. TA on a great pace.
All 3 of their towers are gone on the side of SMG. It's gonna
Map is
be
shrinking.
almost impossible for them to play.
Oh, MKS. Well, MKS is going to be impossible for him to survive this 3-man gank. He's got no Sunder. He's only level 6, leveled up everything for his farm potential. But he is going to get killed. That's silence from the Abaddon. Too much to deal with, and they will finish off the Terrorblade again. This is what I was a bit worried about with having TA and the TB. Do you have enough space on the map to farm? Well, now with the tier 1's gone, it is shrinking, and the mid one has a lot of work to do for his team. Lumiere, if he gets caught here, this is a big one. Fissure into Fiend Script, nice. It should be a kill on the Mortling without any interruptions kicking in, so trading carry for carry.
And also, they got it.
Okay, yeah, he's level 5, no ulti. Abaddon down as well, so make it a double.
Bonus.
Bonus kill. Maybe a third in mid because Moon just popped the trap on top of Marcy. There's Analog though. So not a third kill at least, but he is in trouble instead. Yeah, you're very correct about that. We'll use the coil snap with the refraction. Unleash to break the charges. And there's a lot of damage kicking in from the Unleash, but the Echo Slam from Afu will cut him short. But they do get the kill on Marcy in the end.
Vitaly couldn't get close. That was a beautiful vision from Afu. I have to stop hyping up this guy.
Analog's in trouble. Analog's in big trouble. He doesn't even get the pace shift off in time. Gonna get hit with the flame break. He can barely get it off with some stick charges, but he's gonna get nuked down by Moon. And Moon teeping away. Poison Nova takes him with the vessel. He might just die in the fountain. He's so close to dying. Fairy Fire, heal bottles, he lives. And Afu dies.
Denied.
Denied. He gets denied, so that works.
So one of the better disengages I've seen.
That was really good from them indeed. Like, get the Morphling out, kill the puck, get a deny on one of your supports. Good things happening for SMG in bad situations.
Dire's middle tower is
The
under
thing that
attack.
happened is that Vitaly was missing like 20 mana and his wand was on cooldown. So he's just spamming the wands and his Poison Nova button, and in the end he got it, but it just wasn't enough to get the PA kill in time. Probably Afu would have died as well. He was just 20 mana short. So a little bit unfortunate there from Hokori. So SMG, even though they're super greedy, they're still 1k gold ahead. Mostly the difference is between Moon and the puck, but still they're ahead despite losing all of the towers.
Marcy able to run away from MKS as Paulison is now babysitting the TB. He doesn't get jumped on, has the feed script, so they have good turnaround potential as well with the power of
Radiant's
Metamorph
bottom
and Grip.
tower is under attack.
Might just be pairing up for the time being. And looking for their first tower kill. 14 minutes in, secure.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Well, there's a fight in mid. Feeds grip onto the puck. They will kill the Shaker, but there's the other issue, and it's Paulson on the Bane to lock down Analog.
Hokori are forcing things to happen. I kind of feel like they could just be controlling a part of the map and waiting for the enemies to make a mistake, to run into them and farming more than SMG. But they want to go forward, and SMG, they're waiting for them perfectly every single time to get every certain kill that they're having.
Dispose onto the Batrider, but the lasso comes out and an instant purge from Gardic. Ulti used, and Lumiere feels a bit safer now to put this tower.
Yeah, he has a Lincolns. That is a big item in this game. You're playing against the Bane, you're playing against the Batrider. They pretty much don't do anything against you, and Abaddon will always be able to get into position just because you have that extra second.
Afu has Echo Slam ready. 500 gold from his Blink Dagger. The damage this guy can do. One coming in from the side. Okay, that's an interesting interaction. I don't think it should work that way, but apparently Rebound is stronger than Flame Break. Despite being pushed, he still lands safely, and now moving in with the safety of the Lincoln. Oh, you wanna fight us? I'll fight you back with whatever I have. Analog still lives. Lumiere's gonna be moving in. He's looking for Paulson, and they will look for the TA. Moon is low. Moon is down. Think Deso, but no kill for you. Paulson also still hiding inside the tree line. Lumiere with a waveform ready, but Bane is gone.
Dire's top tower is under
That ward
attack.
from Hokori really got them that fight. They saw everything that was happening in the fight, and it was just so easy for them to engage. In the end, Lumiere even turned into the Shaker, so they had a fissure of their own, creating a lot of problems for the side of SMG. So overall, beautifully done by Hokori. While this is happening, the TB is farming, but it's gonna take some time before MKS is really a problem in this game.
Dota is so heated that I can also smell smoke in my apartment. I hope my PC is not burning at some point so we can keep the stream running. But Paulson and mid one with the feed script onto the RC. 2 ultis used to prevent him from escaping. Hokori wants to take Roche, but Lumiere does not want to do it. Are they going to do it with a Plague Ward army? Did 40 damage.
Yep,
They're going to try. They don't have minus armor. Gardic has ulti. He'll stretch it a bit longer, but he's already popped. Only do a limited amount of damage as well, so it's going to be a bit of an issue. Analog, the backup in mid. The Oliker's also respawned. Moon is right there in front of the tower. This Deso is doing work. 100 damage per right click onto the tower. So a couple more hits will do.
very risky for Hokori.
Going back to the Roche.
Go for the tower. They don't know that this is happening, so with the mid lane tower not falling, this isn't risky at all. I guess the main thing is they saw the lane on the top, and then they well, they got some security now against the TA power spike with the Aegis on their side. And looking for Afu. Waveform comes in late. Lumiere's going to be on the chase. There's a trap slow kicking in. And the Oliker will just get enough distance to get the grab thanks to the adaptive strikes mini stun. Sometimes it does go down to pixels to close in gaps, and this time it works nicely. Down, looking for more. It's finally time for Hokori to take control of the bottom part of the map. They've allowed the Terrorblade to stay here for the longest of times, and now with the Aegis, they can finally disperse their ranks a little bit. Still, against the Shaker, against the Bane, it's very dangerous, even when you have the Aegis, so SMG are probably going to try to punish this.
Script is up in 10 seconds. This Venomancer is so good against the Bane because you can use Nightmare with can break the Nightmare with Plague Wards. They don't even get Nightmare themselves, so you just have them target the hero and it breaks Nightmare immediately.
And that's so sad. Plague Wards have no dreams.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They have no sentient life currently. I mean, it is a hive mind, I guess. They all attack the same target you order them to, right? All units for the right click. Trying to get the tally here. Afu loading up the fissure, canceling a couple times, and there we go. They've revealed their vision on the high ground too with this creep wave here, but they're looking for the kill on the Veno, and they will get him. But will they get the TV? Sunder's available, but won't be able to hit a target with it. That's the better trade-off coming out for Hokori. And Lumiere pumps himself into a Morphling Metamorph.
Dire structures are fortified.
What the hell is that? Metamorphling?
Form.
Metamorphling?
I would say metamorphic sounds better.
Metaling?
I'm gonna stop now?
Dire's bottom tower is under
I don't know, my
attack.
brain is already like
Radiant's
expanding.
top tower is
I
under
feel
attack.
my forehead having a huge bulge right now because I'm gaining more information. Afu with a big stun. So Lumiere for a moment.
Middle tower has fallen.
He decides to go for a Manta, even though Scotty looks amazing in this game against 3 cores, two of those being the
bottom
Terrorblade
tower
and the
has
TA.
fallen.
He still thinks Manta is better. I guess maybe to go through the refractions and deal with Moon, but you need to get the Scotty at some point in this game.
Right.
The thing is, I think your third item needs to be the BKB. That is the problem, and then you're kind of gonna have 3 defensive items with the Morphling Manta,
Radiant
Lincolns, and the BKB.
20 minutes played. SMG, despite some hardships and some success, 4,000 gold economy lead going their way. This Templar is huge. Setting up in mid. Nice jump in here, but who gets the better initiation out because Hokori responds. Vitali gets killed by Moon. They've got the lasso on the Marcy. The Oliker's in trouble, but the shield comes out, and mid one's dropping low. Afu, look at the Echo Slam here. He's got a bit of creeps here and a nice amount of damage. Analog survives with the shield from Guard. They're going to take him down. The Oliker also lives, and mid one going for the teleport away. He will find some safety for himself.
We're seeing problems from the side of Hokori when it comes to damage when their Veno is not the part of the fight. This is the thing. The SMG, they have some mobility in their lineup. The every hero other than the Terrorblade is very good at going to different parts of the map, and then the Veno can't be with his team all the time. When SMG sees that Veno is with the team, they're just not gonna fight. That's it. And we could see how the damage was lacking in that earlier engagement.
Oh, they're giving the chase here. A lot of heroes showing up onto Hokori and wanting Lumiere. Got the Lincolns. Mid one can't break it. They will sack the Abaddon for it. The Oliker gets a bit of jump onto the Batrider, but he might have just given his own life away with that. Pull for Moon. Absolute carrying force for SMG in terms of damage. Maybe they can secure more kills with this. Lumiere has an Aegis for 50 seconds. Them, it doesn't matter if they can just blow it up right away. Kill is a kill.
It's fast enough.
Grab pops, Moon dives. The tower BKB will be used. Refraction comes back up. He's down to half HP. Unable to secure the kill. Does take a beating from it. And from the other direction comes Analog. He's got the coil, the silence onto the TATA in big trouble. But do they have the damage to follow up on it? Vital is going to be coming in with the vessel as well, and he's in this for the time being. They can't see him. Finally, they can. TA refraction is up just quite now, and it will melt in a matter of moments. But the blink to safety. Moon! No! So close to salvation, but so far from living through it. They will look for the Batrider as the stolen fissure on Lumiere turning into the Earthshaker. Will find connection onto mid one, snap down that killing spree, and looking for more. MKS is low on HP, and he's still ticking low. He has to sunder Paulison.
Just exchanges souls with his teammate and we'll be fine, but we just see how much damage the Veno is doing. Imagine what happens when he's level 18. Of course, Terrorblade will get to a point when he has a BKB where he has more HP, but against the Veno, it's just gonna be very tough to play this hero. SMG still holding a gold lead. The thing is that you would ideally want to have a lot more gold on the TA or a lot more gold on the Terrorblade. This way, these heroes, they're just not powerful enough to find the Morphling.
Nightmare kicks in just in time. Another Plague Ward to remove it. He's still chasing Paulison, and he spots him. He's in the trees. Just needs a little more.
Help is coming.
Throws in a right click, and here comes the Batrider. Teleporting in 1 second. Afu with the blink in. Looks for the Fisher stun, but he misses. It doesn't even hit Vitali either. Lumiere.
Warrior coming.
The dangerous place to be in. Adaptive Strike could do a lot of damage on the Paulison, but he has the Nightmare. Look over the dodge. Mid one. Also in a bit of trouble. Nice Fissure coming in again, and the Shaker is holding them on the spot, but Lumiere doing some right-click damage onto the Batrider will take him down. Comes Moon, though. He will take down Marcy. Finds a response kill.
I'm trying to find the reason for this Lotus Orb on the bat, right? Really. It is just not that great. Yeah, removing the Gale and the Poison Sting is nice, but those can be easily reapplied. And the physical damage on the side of Hokori, it's not that great that the Lotus Orb is just so amazing. I would have preferred the BKB definitely on the side of mid one.
KB or a gap closer. I guess they put a lot of trust into Afu's Shaker to always be there.
Sure.
Dealing out the early damage onto the Veno, and here comes the stun. Abaddon's ulti pop. Minute cooldown. TA's Courier almost died to Sideblade spill. If I saw that correct.
You mean Morphlings? Yeah.
Actually, Morphling's Courier should have died in terms of how much damage the T8 does. Unless there was no refraction attack.
I think it was with the Aphotic Shield, and then some of the damage was absorbed, so not all of it went through with the side blades.
True.
I'm gonna assume that's the reason why the Courier survived.
Very likely. Meanwhile, jump into mid. Afu dodges it with the Blink Dagger. 16 to 19, first 25 minutes, 35 kills this game. SMG had a 4K lead a while ago, now it's 3K. There's a small bumper here. Slowly going to Hokori's favor. But still not entirely theirs. They still have a powerful TA to fight against on an 8-second BKB. Afu wants that Aether Lens so bad. He's already got the shard. He's locking them down nicely, but any extra range on the fissure might be a game saver. He's shown it in game 2. He would love to show it again. Paulison got Vessel on him right now. Theoliker coming up on the side. There's the Nightmare. Interrupt him. Again, another ward to take it away, and Theoliker continues the chase. They will take down Paulison's dominating streak. Surprising that the Bane actually had one. Well, he's got 6 kills. But that's a lot of money for a pretty easy kill.
Usually, the second Roche is the thing that you have to get with the A. Just the second they went for the puck.
Oh, and they will take it.
Shard on TA. Speaking about the TA, as I mentioned, second Roche is something you have to get on the TA in some of the games. Considering you have a Terrorblade in this game, that isn't the case. So I'm gonna say Hokori, if they don't take the second Roche and allow SMG to take it, it's gonna be a problem. It will allow those 5 minutes for the Terrorblade to get the Scotty, and Terrorblade versus a Morphling, when both of them have a Scotty, I'd bet on the Terrorblade any day.
Like it, but Venomancer getting called. Just get the ulti off, connects onto mid one and Moon. Now they need to consider, can we extend this fight? Because here comes Lumiere. He needs to damage. Alpha coming with the Echo Stun. He's going to drop the Morphling down. MKS finally joins the fray as well. Hokori running out of tools, and they're going to lose this Abaddon to the arms of MKS, just getting stun locked by the Shaker. And MKS will clear him out for his first kill of the game. And with the Metamorph, they could just look the push to the tier 2. And you can already see Paulison's checking Roche if it's up, because they could have just gone straight to the Roche pit with it.
I'm just hoping Hokori right now aren't talking to each other like, why didn't we ban the Shaker? Because Afu, again, is just creating so many things in the game. He's not killing people with the Echo yet, but he's always in a good position there to follow up on the TA, to follow up on the Terrorblade, just keep the enemies in place long enough for either to get kills or to get out. So, again, Afu, perfect positioning. This time around, he's gonna have to be dealing with the BKB Marcy a bit earlier.
He just went aggressively into the waveform, but he's outside of vision of SMG. Just on the edge of that ancient camp. Spot him now. 20 seconds for Roche. Playport spots Paulison. Lumiere again with the adaptive strike. This time it goes through. No Nightmare dodge this time. Lincoln's has been popped. He needs to play carefully for a couple seconds. 10 seconds for Roche as well. They've got the ward inside the pit. SMG don't have a trap in there currently. He's nearby though.
Morphling is going for an axe. He turns into a Terrorblade, steals the attack speed, or turns into the T8, steals the attack speed, refraction, or the Metamorphosis.
This is so good.
Either way, he's gonna be so big.
This is so good. They have a sentry in front of the pit. They can't get a trap inside because the Plague Wards keep clearing them out because of the sentry, and they didn't get it on top of Roche, so they don't know he's spawned. SMG stacked up. Theolicor could get a beautiful jump in here. Lumiere's going to go in first, looking for Paulison as the main target here, and a Fissure will block them out. The Beast grip onto the puck. Puck's in trouble, but he will get saved for the time because Paulison just dies to Lumiere. No cancel needed with the shield when you can just right-click it down to death. Poison Nova does land out onto mid one. There's a buyback coming in for the bait as well. Moon looking for some damage. Theoliker going for the jump. It doesn't quite get the connection with the stun, and Moon will poke him away. MKS on the side. 25 seconds for the Metamorph to be up as well. And Hokori are keeping an eye open on Roche, but they are weakened. They're in a weakened state.
They need a force staff on Hokori. They need a force staff, and I think Vitaly should get it. He needs some mobility. Those fissures blocking him out are just too big of an issue. SMG, they know this Roche pretty much wins them the game, so they're buying back. They want to fight it, and I like that Hokori are not committing onto it immediately. First they take the outpost, and now they're gonna have the positioning advantage.
Lasso is ready. Lotus on Vitaly. Lincolns from Lumiere could also save against it. And Analog just goes in, just has no regard for the defensive capabilities of SMG. Lumiere on the side, goes for the old fissure, and he shows the even better one. MK is on the side though, no Scotty. Gardic taking a lot of damage, and Gardic is down. They don't have the save anymore. Avalon coming with the vibe instantly to return to the fight. They're going to be hunting down mid one. Lumiere is going to be right next to him. He's got the enchant totem. There's a lot of Morphling hits for 1,050 damage with that one singular right click. Who's he going to land it onto? Onto the TV. Look at that guy take a massive hit to the face. And the ultimate's going to be there as well with the Unleash, and they're going to be taking down MKS. Will lose the Marcy for it, but Hokori standing strong with 4 heroes stacked up. And goddamn. Lumiere with that enchant totem. Massive right click landing all the way through that 30 armor of TB to take almost half of his HP. Just one hit.
Buybacks in that fight were very important, but the thing is, because Hokori took away the outpost, the buybacks from SMG were useless, and they were already...
They found mid one. Mid one wanted to go for the steal, potentially put some issues onto the pockets of Hokori, ends up losing his life, and that's another hero gone from the defense of this Roshan. It's no longer Dota, it's daughter. Roshan.
Who's in a good position. In a really good position. They just need some vision there. And Moon is coming to give it away.
They've got the trap in the pit. They see him as well, but they won't be able to block him out. And Afu's gone. Good read from Hokori. That's 3 now gone. That's 2 heroes remaining to fight against this, so they have to give it away.
They just have such perfect vision around it, not only because of the wards, but also because of the Plague Wards and the Venomancer. They see everything, and they know everything that's going on. Yeah, for sure.
Doing a lot for them this game. This Venomancer pick, not only just the abilities of the hero, but the extension, the vision play for Hokori. I totally agree with you. Like, this is making it so hard for SMG to have any surprise element. Breaking Blink Daggers, slowing them down, giving vision, and potentially even allowing them to make big turnarounds in fights.
Oh man, this Terrorblade will get a body, and then Morphling will turn into take 20% of his stats away. It's just gonna be insane how many stats this Morphling is gonna have. He'll hit like a truck, especially if he turns on the meta.
Yep.
Top lane.
Versus mid one. That mid one's about. Oh,
Hokori.
Hope he had fun with it. Oh man. That could have been a savior play for him for at least buy some time and get his allies nearby, but ended up missing out the lasso. I don't think he would have survived anyway. Maybe somebody else would have come to clearing the kill. But they got the tier 2, and they have a catapult in the top wave, which they're trying to keep alive with heals and coils, so they can get a couple hits into the tower. And now Lumiere in the front with the Aegis. Got a TV right behind him. Doesn't go for him yet. Continues to the siege. Objective Gaming. Objective Gaming is the name of the game. Moon gets a couple silences out with the trap. Lumiere getting healed. Look at that sidekick to work. He's back to full HP again. They got the Gale connecting onto the TA. Does get a quick purge though. It's gone.
Feeble. It's just way too annoying from him.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Will get a lot of work done here though. Turn into this TV. This Morphling hits for 400 damage, and that's your top Rex gone. Hokori, they are asserting dominance inside of SMG's base, but SMG, what kind of a jump can they get? There's a Lincoln protecting a Lincoln on top of the Morphling. He's got a double save. There's the Lotus as well. How can he even initiate on this guy?
It's very, very hard. And again, he has the morph, so just taking away 20% of the stats of the Terrorblade, we saw how strong he is, but it's not only that, the Terrorblade is significantly weaker, so it makes things very hard for SMG. Now they have to deal with the top lane, and they cannot utilize the bottom lane being pushed up that much, so very, very nasty position for SMG currently.
Radiant are scanning.
Corey want to keep up the pressure. 2.5 minutes of Aegis on this Axe Morphling. Very tanky target. Very difficult to get to as well. They're trying to find somebody pushing out bottom, and they're going for the side lane. They want to leave mid open first, and Morphin's going to get jumped on. They do a lot of damage to him. There's the Bean Script coming out as well, but Gardic should be right in front of him for the shield. He doesn't get it instant heavy, and Lumiere is actually going to get himself out of there. There's the shield, but they will get the Aegis through. Now they need to initiate. Hokori needs to fight this. Gardic's down. Theoliker's down as well. Moon has been clearing them out, and Lumiere's going to be in big trouble as well. He's going to turn into the TV, but he won't be able to do anything here. Wait for him. And there's Ambu. He will close them out with the Echo. And Vitaly down. Analog to be the last survivor. Maybe mid one gets a kill. I believe Vitaly gets a kill on mid one, but it doesn't really give them any comfort. They lost the Aegis. They lost the team to SMG.
What was that blink for the puck in the end? But I kind of feel like we're watching a replay of the previous game. Hokori are coming to end the game, and then SMG just turn it around. What was also, you know, you could say Afu destroyed them there, but the fight started off really badly when the Morphling died full strength, no armor. He has 5k HP, but has no damage. And Hokori, the only thing they can do is run away. And Moon, he just ripped apart that Morphling because he had no armor. It was just an impossible fight for Hokori. None of their heroes did any damage.
SMG looking to tie up the situation here by taking a lane of racks for themselves. There's no analog for 30 seconds. They're slowly respawning, but these racks are already going down. The melee is taking a heavy beating here. The Oliker on the side. Moon, he was able to clean out the supports in the last fight right away. Oliker and both Gardic fell before they could get anything reasonable done. Moon gonna get slowed up. Disarm coming out as well. They got the halberd. Will move away.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Afu still causing them issues. That fissure wall is still causing them trouble. There's a lot of darkness inside the base of Hokori as that fissure wall finally evaporates.
It's tense. It's very tense. SMG, they don't want to lose the position.
They're under reward.
Shaker behind.
They're right under reward. Difficult situation to be in as well. And Analog misses the coil. Moon's just keeping it away.
He's like, I've done my job. Doesn't want to be there. To be honest, he could have stayed, but he wants to deal with the top lane. He wants to deal with the top lane because Hokori wouldn't leave their base until they see someone on the top. So SMG, they're aware they're not going to be getting a fight on their terms.
SMG is a 10k network lead as well, thanks to all of what's been happening. Theoliker down a half HP, and TA just finished Axe. Global presence activated. Go back in and out, in and out. There's no trap right next to the fountain though for him, so he just wants to be able to move around, teleport home, and then trap back in.
Seems like when you get the Aghanims of the Morphin, you cannot use the Morphin in Illusion. If I'm not mistaken, you otherwise can use the Morphin in Illusion and just turn into the hero. But when he has an axe, now I look at him, he used it on the Illusion, he didn't get any buffs.
I guess it could be a bit too easy.
Weird though. I like the items of Lumiere, though right now, Team SMG, they were the greedier lineup and their heroes are getting to a point when they're starting to be an issue. With Hokori getting that lane of racks, they pretty much didn't care about it that much, but now they will. Now they definitely will because it has been equalized.
Incoming smoke. They just popped one smoke and SMG charging in for their own. Vision advantage
Hokori
here in the triangle, but they are moving away from it.
But they can't move.
Well, that's maybe the bait that we're looking for. Afu could get another beautiful setup for himself. Mid one charging in first. They're going to get a kill to slow him down. MKS coming in with the BKB. Vitaly dropping very low on HP. The Suns is coming out as well. He can't do anything. Lumiere trying to go for the right clicks, but he's not doing enough damage, and this TV is just immune. Gardic gets the jump actually from Theoliker onto MKS, and this Marcy fighting for his life, and Analog, they will take it down. They're able to clear him out of the way. Afu is down as well, and they've slept the Morphling. Morphling is sleeping in the trees, but that is a silent killer because he's turned into a shaker, and they see Moon, and Moon is about to drop as well. Look at that spinning, flying Morphling shaker as Lumiere cleans out a double kill for himself. They get 4 from SMG, and they're going for mid one, and as he's found him, beautiful Lumiere, ladies and gentlemen.
And a dunking contest, this guy wins for sure. Lumiere, I don't want to say single-handedly won that fight. This is the effect of the Veno, the Poison Nova just constantly doing damage, and at some point you're gonna get low. The Morphling wanted to run away there, but I have to say good positioning from Abaddon allows the Morphling to continue fighting, turned into the Shaker, and Lumiere, because of it, he's able to clean house. So despite SMG having this good late game lineup, if the Veno gets his ulti off, that's as much of a late game that you need from Hokori. The Morphling will be able to clean up.
Now they're inside the base of SMG, and they might be potentially forcing out some buybacks because they have to use the Glyph for defense for sure. But at what stage? Use it now, Afu. Down the Morphling with the enchant totem stuns from the Shard.
X-Roach is up. I think that's a much bigger grab than the lane of Rax right now for Hokori.
Puck doesn't stay in there either. They're on their move. They're on their way out. You have recovered the gem.
They knew about it. There was a play point there once the Roach spawned. It attacked the Roach once and they knew about it. It's much more important. If you even take the lane of Rax but die after it and lose the Roach, it's still gonna be SMG on the advance. They're gonna be the ones feeling better. So Hokori, they understand what they need to do right now to actually secure themselves to be ahead.
There we have it. Aegis and Cheese, and Marcy gets the Ags. So gives it to Veno. Veno gets the Axe buff for himself. So we have a very powerful Poison Nova now. That max HP is damage 4.5%. 4.5%.
20 seconds duration. Oh, he literally gets everyone to 0 HP. It is insane. Hokori just need a long fight. They need to not die immediately. If the Veno gets on top, uses the ulti, the fight is just over.
They see the Batrider. They're going to get the jump on first. There's the Lotus, but the coil will connect onto 2. There's a TD illusion in the mix as well. BKB will be pumping. The stun comes out at the same time, but the latent toxicity, they will get the Oliker out of the way. Mid one also dies. Lumiere having a right-click battle with MKS, and he's fighting all the way to the end, away from him to the other side. Will take him down with the adaptive strike, and now Moon, he's in big trouble. Will be able to jump on back onto the high ground with a blink, but that Silver Edge, is it going to be enough for him? It looks like it will. They have a cheese for Lumiere. They could just heal him back almost to full HP, and they will do so through the backdoor protection onto that 1 HP tier 3 tower.
Middle barracks are under attack.
Back for Moon on the side. 3 versus 4. Buyback coming in from the TV. MKS is going to join the fight. Analog trying to break through the refraction. 3 more hits to go. There's the Fissure coming in, and they got a lot of damage onto MKS and the air coast slam. Once again from Afu. Is it going to be enough? There's going to be Analog dropping very low on HP, and at the same time, Move with the BKB able to reposition himself for the fight. They got the P-script. It's broken by God. The positioning of this Abaddon, he can just do whatever he wants. He's roaming in the front line, saving Lumiere, saving the game, saving the series, and this will be Hokori taking it. It's gonna be a rampage in the end as he takes Afu down, and Lumiere, he will take everyone.
If you saw the Fissure of Lumiere, now the answer has been answered. Size does not matter. Lumiere just gets a rampage despite having that enfeeble on him. He's so small. Team SMG, they're still not giving up.
Still trying to fight back at least. They've got the Aegis out of the way. Moon will finish out Gardic. They're losing the bat. Mid one down. And Moon as the sole survivor. Not gonna be enough. GG called. Hokori advanced to the lower bracket finals, and SMG, they're out of the tournament.
And I have to say, those couple of last fights, they weren't even close. The Oliker made a couple of mistakes jumping in and not using the BK.